This got me really put off. I mean, the fact that I had only 2 songs that have been approved doesn't really bother me that much. I don't mind so much the rejection. What bothers me is if one of the tracks got accepted and then it got deleted, I don't get notified. So I could be going around my business thinking like, hey, I have these tracks over there in this library, and but they are being deleted because of a second, I don't know, second consideration or second screening or whatever. And it's a real shame. It really puts me off. And this is not a video about name and shame. This is just a video about me sharing my experience with different libraries online, and both the success, the failures, the rejections, and when tracks get deleted as well, even though they have passed a review process. I joined Soundscape a few weeks ago, and I actually did a video about this particular library, which I've been meaning to join this library for years, and I never really got my head around it. So finally I said, this is on my list of the libraries that I want to really join in, and I did it. And I submitted some tracks. Well, first you have to submit some music so they can review your music and see if you are good enough to be selling on their platform. Okay, so I sent my music, a few links so they can see my online presence on other libraries. Of course, they usually ask you for other libraries to see your catalog in the competition, if you will. So they responded very quick, and I was delighted. Here I am finally. I wanted to join one of the libraries that I've always wanted to be part of. Back in the day, they used to have something saying that bands that we like, meaning that they are into a certain type of music, and they had a lot of post-rock bands there. They had a list. This is way back years ago, actually, before they have done this a new website as it is today, and I believe this is before they implemented the subscription base as well, because they are a subscription library as well. But that's back in the day. That's one of the things that really attracted me to Soundscape. I was like, wow, here's a nice library. I love the name, I love the branding, and I love the fact that they will have in their website a particular names of different bands that they will like, and this is what we're into. More kind of like saying like, hey, we like this type of music, we're into this type of bands, and they will have like a list of them. And that really attracted me to Soundscapes back in the day. But then, life happened. I got really busy on other libraries like Pond 5 and Audio Jungle. And then slowly I tried to diversify my catalog a little bit more. But I joined Soundscape quite recently, and I did a video about it. They rejected, out of 9 tracks, they rejected 7. And hey, this happens. Some libraries, they don't want to take all of your music, and I did a video about it. I shared my experience, and I said like, okay, these are the tracks that they have rejected, and they happen to be a bestseller somewhere else, which is a little bit of a shame, because I feel like these tracks, not only they have a proven track record that they're not only being approved and they're been selling on multiple libraries, but as well they're making sales. So I was looking forward to make sales as well with these same music tracks on this particular library, but they don't seem to like it, and that's fair enough. I talk a lot about rejection here in this channel, and I logged into my account yesterday, or 2 days ago, sorry, and I noticed that they only approved 2 tracks, right? And so because I submitted 9 and they rejected 7, and you have a list of the rejected tracks that they show very clearly which tracks are being rejected. And I noticed, okay, I have 2 tracks on my catalog with Soundscape. But when I log in 2 days ago, I noticed that there was only 1 track approved. And I'm like, what's going on? So I wrote them an email, very kindly, saying like, listen, there was 2 tracks that have been approved. And what happened? What happened to the other one? It's not even on the list of rejected tracks. So it's a little bit of a funny situation. Am I missing something here? Is this some kind of like new policy, I guess? I know very well that libraries can delete your music, okay? I know that they are in charge when it comes down to do whatever they want, really, to a certain extent when it comes down to the music. you know, if it's not selling, for example, or if it's too old and it's not, you know, you have to read the small prints always. But with this particular one, I just recently joined, and these music tracks have passed the review process, and out of 9, those 2 were the only ones that are really on my catalog. And I haven't uploaded nothing yet, nothing more. I have one more track I think that I uploaded, because now I'm a little bit, quite frankly, put off. And I got this answer from them immediately on an email. And I don't know what does that mean. I mean, it means like, okay, your track can be accepted the first time, but then after a week or so, somebody might listen to it again and might just delete it completely from your catalog. And that's just the way it is. So I'm not happy at all about that. I never ever have encountered something like that, like a track being accepted, being on my portfolio, and being online, and then all of a sudden I log in and the track starts to disappear because that's the way it is. I mean, it's really put myself off to say, well, you know what? I joined you guys at the same time while I joined another library, Motion Array, and I already got paid from Motion Array yesterday, actually, the 15th. And with you guys, you're rejecting my track, which is perfectly fine. And I know that's going to be a little bit of a longer process to get some money with Soundscape, because this is, you just know when it with some libraries, you know, you can see very quickly the success, if it's going to be immediate or if it's going to be for the long run. But nevertheless, you know, this got me really put off. I mean, the fact that I had only 2 songs that have been approved doesn't really bother me that much. I don't mind so much the rejection. What bothers me is if one of the tracks got accepted and then it got deleted, I don't get notified. So I could be going around my business thinking like, hey, I have these tracks over there in this library, and but they are being deleted because of the second, I don't know, second consideration or second screening or whatever, and it's a real shame. It really puts me off, and this is not a video about name and shame. This is just a video about me sharing my experience with different libraries online, and both the success, the failures, the rejections, and when tracks get deleted as well, even though they have passed the review process. Like I said, I usually recommend composers and students to join 2 or more libraries at the same time, and on a non-exclusive basis, and upload the same music tracks, okay? And when you do this, what happens is that you're able to compare in real time, in real life, as time is passing by, where you see the potential of your music and which libraries are gonna help you get paid. It's about that. It's not about 5 years from now, okay? It's about getting paid now. I already got paid by Motion Array, and I'm still waiting to have some success with this other particular library, which is Soundscape, which I joined the same day. I submitted the same music tracks. Okay, I sent the same information, everything is the same. So obviously for me, it's more encouraging today to say I'm gonna focus more on Motion Array and take care of that account than Soundscape, because obviously, you know, I mean, it's just too much. It's too much work to just get my music online with Soundscape. With the other one that I joined that same day, I already cashed in the first paycheck, and that's an encouragement. You know, that's an encouragement, and I already have some more sales with Motion Array as well that they're gonna come for the next month. So it's a no-brainer to really see where you're gonna focus your energy when this kind of things happen. So share in the comment section if you have any success with Soundscapes, and if you have made any money whatsoever, I would like to know. Just share with me and see if we can start a conversation. If you happen to be somebody that is new to music licensing or to royalty-free libraries, download my free guide, link in the description. And as always, rock and roll, and here's to your success.